Today we're at Gatehouse Administration Center with Superintendent Garza. Hi, Dr. Garza.
Hello. Look forward to this conversation today.
Thank you. We are too. So I wanted to talk to you about some recent developments. The school board has officially adopted the FY 2016 advertised budget of $2.6 billion. And at that meeting, many of them spoke very passionately about their concerns for the future of the school system if it has to keep operating without adequate financial support from the county. So what are your thoughts on that?
That's a concern I share, and it's a very serious concern that I have, just like the board does. And I think a lot of our community needs to be interested and involved, I think, on this particular issue. Since 2008, we've cut over $435 million out of our operating budget. The budget that the board adopted just last week represented an additional $55.4 million of cuts to operations. So all of that since 2008 equates to almost $500 million in reductions to overall operating expenses. So what that translates into is a reduction in staffing, personnel, resources to operate our school system. All at the same time, we've grown by well over 20,000 students. So that continued angst around our system is quite concerning. And it relates to, what are we going to do about the future of our school system? As a fast-growing system, a system that prides itself in being a best-in-class school system, I think anyone can tell you that you can't continue to be great when every year you're in constant reduction mode. And so I think it's something that we do have to concern ourselves with. How do we take care of our system and our future of our schools today and into the future? And I think there will be, and I think we have to be honest in the community about there will be and has been an effect on our system from the cuts to this point. And moving ahead, what kind of additional impacts this will have on our system. We already have parents who will now ask me, do I need to consider living somewhere else or I would say no. Our great system is great because of the wonderful community that sits around our schools. But I think we do have to think about the future and the decisions we're making now, what kind of legacy we're leaving for our schools. I think I would also say that any business model, you can't continue to sustain greatness, continue to be innovative, continue to be a best-in-class system if there's no additional investment in that, whether that be a business, industry. Public school system is no different. We have to continue to consider how we invest. That also translates in how do we keep the best teachers in our classrooms. And there's no, I think, business and industry more contingent of relying upon the quality of the workforce than our schools. Any parent can tell you, and certainly our students can tell you, the quality of the teacher in the classroom is really what our whole system is about. And that translates into those positions that support the classrooms that go well beyond the teacher in the classroom. And we are losing ground very fast as it relates to how we're competing against surrounding jurisdictions and their pay for these great educators and these great employees. And so moving ahead, that's something that we're very concerned about. It's reflected as a priority in our budget, is employee compensation. It gets us a little towards getting better, but we're still very, very far from being even in the middle of our comparison groups. We're at the bottom of our comparison groups all around. I will say that many of our employees stay because our system's great. Our students are great. We enjoy a supportive school community, and that goes a long way. But when the economy's tough, when families are